Though it's been almost a year since this came out, and I didn't get a chance to review it last year when I first rented it, but since after rewatching it with a Showtime subscription, I'm about to finally give you a spoiler-free review of A24's recent hit horror flick, X. Is it as good as I remembered watching the first time after rewatching? Well, you're about to find out. Big D's Entertainment, Red Geeks and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name's Doyle, better known to as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a special spoiler-free review of the 2022 slasher flick, X. Released by A24, written, directed, and produced, and edited by Ty West, who directed House of the Devil, which this makes it the second film of his I've seen. Starring Mia Goth playing dual roles. Maxine, a beautiful young woman and the main protagonist, and Pearl, who happens to be an elderly woman and main antagonist. Along with Jenna Ortega, Martin Henderson, Brittany Snow, Owen Campbell, Stephen Uray, and Scott Mescudi in supporting roles. The film follows a cast and crew who gather to make a pornographic film on an elderly couple's rural Texas property, but find themselves threatened by an unlikely killer. Well, anyway, for an independent studio, this film became a big success for A24 as it was released in March of last year, which means it would be almost a year, but at least I'm finally going to give you a spoiler-free review of it. Anyway, it takes place in 1979 when pornographic actress Maxine Minks embarks on a road trip through Texas with her boyfriend, producer Wayne Gilroy, plus fellow actors Bobby Lynn Parker and Jackson Hole, amateur director R.J. Nichols, and his girlfriend Lorraine Day to shoot an adult film for the booming theatrical pornography market. Well, while Bobby Lynn and Jackson strike up a romance, while Lorraine is unimpressed with the film's content, RJ attempts to make it seem like a serious cinematic piece. Well, they arrive at the farm of Howard and Pearl, an elderly couple in whose guest house the group intends to shoot the film in, and they call it The Farmer's Daughters. Well, apparently Pearl is silently stalking Maxine. Mm-hmm. And stuff that really strange occurrence appears. Well, occur along the way as Pearl laments Maxine's age, expresses jealousy for her youth, and makes a sexual advance towards her, and all that jazz. But anyway, that's all I'm going to give to you on the story. But anyway, but it really turns into a real bit of a little bloodiness, but unfortunately won't until maybe an hour, about close to an hour into the movie. Well, in ways. Anyway, that's just kind of my bit of a downside, but still it manages to make up for lost time with its hot stuff. The score was composed by Tyler Bates and Chelsea Wolfe, who collaborated to create a soundtrack with emphasis on vocals and synthesizers. And I gotta give that credit. They also did some also used songs from the 60s and 70s. Among some of them included In the Summertime by Mungo Jerry and Blue Oyster Cult's Don't Fear the Reaper as well. It even includes Loretta Lynn's take on Act Naturally, which of course was more popular for Buck Owens. And you even get to hear A Bad Case of Loving You by Robert Palmer at the beginning of the end credits. Anyway, now I have to say, this is really good. Let's see. Bates and Wolf, well, actually, did a great job with the score. There was also a cover version of the song "Wee Wee Marie," which Wolf performed. It released as a digital single because Bates said that the pair intended to create a vocal centric score framed with organic synthesizers and atmospheres that evoke a sonic aesthetic of 70s art house horror films. Since this is kind of compared to the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1974, which that I was really thrilled with and what have you. Now, Wolf had not soundtracked the film before, but primarily contributed her voice to the score and attempted to use non singing sounds to emulate the character's emotions. And Bates actually compared the score to that somewhere between that of Debbie Does Dallas and Rosemary's Baby. Yeah, pretty big and what have you. Anyway, the film went on to make 15 million, and it got a lot of good praise, especially for its homages to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and other 20th century slasher films. Plus the performances we got from Mia Goth, who played Maxine and Pearl. Now, as Maxine, I thought Mia Goth was a real fox when she played Maxine. But boy, was she creepy as Pearl. Ooh. They also praised Jenna Ortega, just who just more recently starred in the recent Scream 5, which came out a couple months before this, that same year, as Lorraine, and Brittany Snow playing Bobby Lynn. Yes, I gotta give them all credit and what have you. Let's see. Now we have Scott Mescudi as Jackson. Marion Henderson, believe me, he's kind of changed a little bit since I last saw him. I remember him from The Ring, I do believe. Wasn't it? Yes, I remember him from The Ring and even Torque and Smoking Aces. Well, it's the first time I've seen him in a flick in some time. And of course, I also remember him from Britney Spears' Toxic music video. And Owen Campbell plays RJ Nichols. So, anyway, I think the cast was really good and what have you. Again, the score was good. I have to give credit to the story as well. It wasn't too bad either. But anyway, it was just so incredible. Now, the reception was absolutely incredible. According to Rotten Tomatoes, it says it's a fresh spin on the classic slasher formula and it marks the spot where Ty West gets resoundingly back to his horror roots. That's definitely why have you really something. Wright calls it a deliberate, loving, and meticulous homage to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, as well as a wildly entertaining slow motion ride of terror that earns its shocks along with its singular quiz factor, which relates to the fact that the demons here are ancient specimens of humanity who will actually have a touch of humanity. Really something. Yeah. But anyway, I thought X was really good. After giving it a rewatch, it's even better than what I remember after seeing it. Anyway, now hang on a sec. Give me a sec. About a half a year later that same year, A24 would give us a prequel to the film called Pearl, which I will be doing in the next video. And they currently got a third one called Maxine in development, but we don't know when that's coming out though. We'll see what happens. But anyway, X was definitely one of my favorites. If you haven't seen my horror flicks from last year, 2022 ranking, check it out. X ranked number 2 on there, right behind the Black Phone, and ahead of Pearl. So anyway, a great cast, great characters, good music and score, and great direction from Ty West. Wow, he did an exceptionally good job. So overall, for my score for this, I'm giving X 4.5 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a 9. Definitely a good horror flick. So, what are your thoughts on X? Tell me in the comments section below, please. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And stay tuned. Next time, I'll be bringing to you a spoiler-free review of Pearl. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, consider checking out these other horrifying videos. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of The Black Phone. The upper right-hand corner is, which is also spoiler free. Or if you'd like, try and get, you can also try and check out my review of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1974. Or if you would like a little something more horrifying from Ty West, go to the bottom left hand corner and see my review of The House of the Devil from 2009. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.